Hello. Hello. Let's take a look at what's happening in the garden. Got my potting bench over here. Looks like it's in the middle of nowhere still. Waiting. Pumpkin vine taking over the world. The veggie patches here. Plants in waiting. Shadows. It's early morning. Birds. Light traffic. And up to the cottage garden. Crepe myrtles are leafing out. Verbena doing well in some places. That's the purple ground cover. Isn't it funny? Abelia in the pot on the left, Abelia in the pot on the right. I'd say as close to the same conditions as possible, yet varying results. Sounds like gardening to me. Through the arbour that, yes, is wonky. To the left. I'll fix that one day. Through. Let's have a look at what's going well. Early spring. Some pink and white osteospermums of varying colours. The grasses are coming back. More of that verbena ground cover. Kufia, cigar plant. Pretty. You're going to get my shadows. It's just how it works. Here we have a little bit of salvia coming up. Some coreopsis waiting to flower. Some pyrethrum. Little white daisy flowers there. This area needs work. Don't they all? Bulbine. This area is awaiting its mini gazebo, a wrought iron little number I got for my birthday, but was missing parts and they've sent them out. I've just not had the mojo. We'll get there. This area had a lot of work in the last week, mostly yesterday. Shadow again, get out of there. Anywho, Willow's coming to show you. Oh, look. No. So here we have salvia. See that pink? I should cut that flower off because I did transplant these. They were further back in the bed and just hard to access when you want a deadhead. So move them forward. Whoop, bye. And salvia. I don't think they ever really stop flowering. Just awesome. Pink one, a red one, and a slightly different pink. Hold on. Where was I before the dogs had to bark at someone going by? Here. There's a rutabaga coming up in dribs and drabs there. That's the ferny kind of foliage there. I divided and transplanted Robina bonariensis here. It had seeded to the front of the bed and it is really tall and should be at the back. Girls. A new teucrium in there. Transplanted this grassy-like foliage. I can't even remember what it was, but it was in a pot way over the other side. And I hadn't noticed it doing anything other than growing green. Surely it has a flower of sorts. So we'll see what that is. And dog ate whatever plastic bug was on that one. So looking for something to replace that. My fairy up the back here. Out there. Agastache. Picked it up thinking it said Blue Fortune. Had a sticker on it that actually says White Form, so that'll be interesting. Can't say I've seen that before. And the red waviness behind it is beautiful, and the name is escaping me right now. Whoops. And over where Winnie Pooh Dog is eating my grassy plant, Liriope. She's already squashed it by sitting on it, but there is a beautiful purple mist bush. And a birdie annoying the dogs. It was more beautiful about a couple of days ago. We've had some hot temperatures already. Yeah. The blue there, that's my salvia. There's about 5 or 6 of them around that get much bigger. They're just flushing back from their big cutback. This one here, Veronica. Planted 5 of those in there. Trying to bulk up this bed. Little white bedding salvia. They're the $2 ones you get at Bunnings. Potted colour, but they come back for me, mostly. I've actually got some that I've grown from little seedlings in pots, bulking up to pop into any little gaps a little bit later on. My Zinnia linearis, I think they're called. Tiny little zinnias, seed everywhere, love them. Rondolita. She's coming out of bloom, but she's still got a few. And there's a couple more much smaller plants added later on along the line there to give repetition. My washing machine area is still looking pretty lovely with my marked down bacopas, purple and pink there, and the white alyssum, which will just keep reseeding and stay as long as it's not too hot or dry. Blue fescue grass, I love this stuff, love it. Dianthus, got this splattered around in different parts for repetition as well. There's another of those blue salvias. the stripy carex feather falls. And I'm going to step into the bed here. Whoops. But look at this, Phlomis. But it's a pink one. Purpurea, they call it. 90 centimetre stems. That's why I've put it in the middle of the bed here, but I don't know, it might get a replant. We shall see. Now, if I cross over here, weed, and a Winnie. Oh my Lord. Into the other bed. I know I had that name of it because I planted one over here. The red, oop, Lobelia laxiflora. That's it. Planted one here for repetition. And that is this stunner. Now I think it got really leggy because it got overshadowed by some annuals. So when it's done flowering, I'll cut it back, take some cuttings just in case, and see how that goes. Over here we've got some rutabacia still going, some in leaf form, some seeding, and see that grey dry stuff, some sort of died out. But it seeds quite a bit, so we're going to be okay. Yeah, that's a fresh one there. In my shadow, a daylily, and I planted some little cosmos. Whether they stay little is another thing. And the bronze fennel. Get a load of. Can you see how bronze it is? Yeah. I got 3 across here. 1, 2, and a replacement because one didn't make it. So we're now actually on the other side from there. Take you along here. Not that it's looking too exceptional. I think this salvia is called pumpkin. Easter bonnet. Beautiful. This is the mist flower. Coming along. Verbena kind of took this over and I need to add more, hence I've got some holes because I've got plants in waiting. Noisy motorbike. And beautiful Aramophilia nivea. Now, I don't want to jinx myself, but this is going so well, and it's not a grafted one because I refuse to pay the money for a grafted one. But I have limbed it up. It does get this yucky brownish bits, but you cut that off, and hence why it ends up just going up, 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 up. Pretty purple flowers. I was going to say, and the bees must be sleeping, but there's there was 1 or 2, but a little bit later here you'll hear the buzzing. What else? We have Felicia and her pretty light purple blooms. We have a sad excuse of rat's tail status. Yeah, I don't know. They don't like me. I want to love them, but I think this is a weed. I don't think it is my dahlia coming up. No, it's not attached. It's a weed. There is a dahlia bulb in there. More of that dianthus. Lots of alyssum, and we're back to my shadow. Annual status. Is it gonna show? No, this side's not showing very well. So we'll just kind of zoom past. It's not looking its greatest anyway. Stock was great a couple of weeks ago. I'm now letting it go to seed so that I can crack them open and spread it everywhere here and have a lovely showing next year. The hose is left out from yesterday. Some evolvulus. More blue. I have a lot of blue and pink. Look at that one. Aquilegia. Oh, a little pollinator just came out of there. Scabiosa. White. No. It's not looking great. The sun is either working against me or showing my shadow. Anywho, this area, I used to have a bench for many, many years. It was like an old bus stop bench, and I rarely sat on it. It gathered lots and lots of leaves from the weeping lily pilly above, which you see here, and the little gum nuts and all the pollen from the gum trees in the gum tree garden beyond that the wind would fly over, and I just relocated it. So we will have a nice fancy pot display. This is it currently in the works. We'll get there. Pretty petunias. Lovely. Polyanthus. Frilly petunia. Some black violet. Viola. Looking good over here is some geranium. Some evening primrose is starting to open. It likes a bit more water than I tend to give it. Look how dry. And I've been watering. We need some decent rain. I think that one's a weed. Look how smart weeds are. We hide up against foliage that looks the same. Smart. Yeah. This is what it's looking like. Coming in. Not so much fantastic looking yet. spring has only just sprung, but get a load of this. Planted this one yesterday, grabbed it when I was up at Toowoomba on Friday, checking out some of the open gardens. Variegated Gara. Pretty. Now, what's behind the fence? Some basil that I drastically cut back. Just a few flowers for the bees at the moment. The dogs have well and truly shown their run path. So these poor straw flowers didn't stand a chance. Look at it laying down. It's pretty. But yeah. Run path right through there. Through and beyond, past the gate to the gum tree garden. Oh, look at what is flowering here. I can't think of the technique. Is it Browalia? Ginger megs, I want to call it. Or ginger marmalade, something. I wonder if this poor baby has got too much water overflow from me having this plant here that likes water, the coin plant. Has a memorial significance here, so I want to keep that. I just might have to move that because the two behind it are looking okay. My majestic tree, weeping lily pilly, and the back of the fence. Now yesterday in my gardening I pulled out my old teucrium from the other bed and split and relocated. Now I have got, this is purple cat's whiskers, there's two. There is a pentis and another one over there. I don't know how well they're going to keep going, but underplanted with the teucrium. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little one there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 14, 15. There's some tiny little ones. It must spread by root, not aggressively, but also possibly seed, because these were all over that bed. So I'm hoping it underfills this. Gives a bit of a carpet. So that will be pretty amongst all that's going on there. This pot display has had a bit of a change up, but we'll see how it goes, because it gets a lot more sun since I've chopped down the hibiscus that I hated. There, here, and there was more beyond along the front here from our original idea of gardening. This gets a heap of annuals, zinnias, and other things. So that will fill in time. But yeah, this gets a lot more sun. However, look at my orchid. There was a lot more on here just recently. But yeah, besides a tiny bit of burning up, it doesn't seem to mind. This is vinca that I'm training around the heart. We'll see how that goes. Another abelia. Geranium. The walking iris is about to bloom shortly. You can see, can I show you? The sun. Am I going to have to scrap this whole video? There. Let's finish up on something pretty, because the sun is just not helping me right now. Here is a kalanchoe I picked up. It's called Wendy. And there's a tail. Yep, kalanchoe Wendy. And she's got pretty little yellow skirt on a pink flower. Some freesias that are about done. A snapdragon that must have self-seeded in here. Blue star. About one of the only bulbs that perform well for me at the moment. I just can't get them to reflower the next year. And Star of Bethlehem. This one's got more flowers coming. And I think I'll leave you on that note. Till next time, bye for now.